Hello to my Capricorns. All right, Capricorns, we are still in a full moon phase. A happy full moon. Happy full moon, Capricorns. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it, Capricorns. Let's get into your reading. All right. Let's see what's in your cards, Capricorns. Let's see what Source has for you in your cards, Capricorns. Happy full moon in Leo. To each and every one of you all, happy full moon in Leo. To each and every one of you all. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. First card out of the deck. You're leaving some energies behind. Yeah, some energies that did something behind your back without your knowledge. You're leaving them behind. Talking to you wherever Capricorn is in your birth chart. That lets you know that you're psychic. That you are psychic, right? Yeah, some energy was growing their money in a way that you kind of had a feeling something was off. You weren't really sure what it was. You couldn't see the physical evidence of something. But the next time, somebody is going to not only pray, but you're going to sit down and meditate. Like if your gut is telling you something, like right up under that, well, that's not your gut, but your breastplate, right up under your breastplate, that's your solar plexus chakra, is telling you like, and how people are making their money and you're not really sure what to believe and not what to believe. You don't know if it's the truth or it's a lie about whoever people telling you about how people are making their money. You're going to start thanking Source, not asking, but thanking Source, because that's with the belief that Source is going to tell you. You trust Source that much that Source is going to tell you exactly how people make their money. Not just listening to, somebody, this is how they grow, this is how they make their money. Just believing a lie, just listening to any old thing. No matter who it is, you're going to say, thank you, Source, for giving me clarity. Yes, two energies who did you some kind of an injustice by lying to you about how somebody makes their money, being shady. Two energies did you an injustice by lying to you about how somebody makes their money, so that they sleeping with somebody to make their money. But that's what you have in common. That's what's going to snap you out of something, because you have the same thing in common. Somebody said the same thing about somebody else. Somebody said the same thing about you. Right? And you're not going back. You're not going back. Somebody said the same thing about you. When somebody was between the ages of 15 years old and 20, between the ages of 15 and 21 years old, somebody said the same thing about you. That's how you made your money, sleeping around. Somebody was telling lies about how you made money. Maybe they weren't saying that you were sleeping around, but somebody lied about how you were making your money, whether they were saying that you was selling something you weren't really selling. But people lie about how people make their money all the time, lie on people about how people make their money. And so Source is saying something should have clicked in your mind, no matter how familiar you are with people. Something from now on, because that's how your psychic gifts came out. Something in your solar plexus chakra said, nah, I'm familiar with this. Nah, something don't sound right. Y'all know how y'all around people that sometimes they telling the truth and you don't know whether it's like something about this don't sound right. That's when you go right into, okay, Source, show me what I'm not seeing. Show me what I'm not seeing. Because somebody was saying somebody was making their money illegally. Right? Emotionally, you're going to feel like you hit the jackpot, because you now going to start listening to your intuition, because you like, oh, I'm so glad they was lying. Like, something is letting you know these two energies were lying, and they were being shady about it, right? So that's how you're going to feel like you hit the jackpot, because your intuition was spot on about something. Like, somebody is lying about something. I can't put my finger on it. When you can't put your finger on it, then pray. Ask Source. Stop being in a state of confusion, jumping on bandwagons. That's how people delay their promotions at work. They too busy jumping on bandwagons, and Source got your I'm telling y'all, that is how some of y'all got skipped over for promotion. This is coming to me right now. That's how some people got skipped over for promotions at work. Somebody heard a rumor at work, but that was intentional to keep you distracted so that you wouldn't go to source for clarity so that you could get the job. I see your money growing now. I see you getting some money. I see you getting some money. So money is coming your way. Somebody is going to stop jumping on the bandwagon because it's causing you to be depressed. It's causing you to feel like your back is pushed up against the wall, asking all these questions, asking 15 different people about stuff. I've been saying that since. Stop jumping on these bandwagons. You better go to source for clarity. You want to know something, source will show you in a way that only you would understand. If the best way you understand is through a dream, daydream, night dream, a color, a number, if it has to be repeated, y'all know how sometimes scriptures in the Bible are repeated just to reiterate, just to make a point. If it's repeated, or sometimes you see numbers repeated, or sometimes you hear phrases repeated. Complete strangers may say the same thing. You're like, oh my God, this is the third time I'm hearing that. Because source is saying, I want to make sure you get the message. You keep having a dream, same dream over and over and over again. So it's like, I'm trying to get the message across to you, right? So yeah, something is over. Yeah, something is finally over, and you can leave some stuff in the past. Finally over. Some people were obsessed. Some people were literally obsessed with, ruining someone's money. I mean, obsessed with ruining someone's money. Two vain and vengeful spirits who thought everything came too easy for somebody, was obsessed with ruining somebody's money. And your intuition kept telling you, no, that sounds like a lie. That something don't even sound right about it. That's when you're immediately going to prayer. So you're creating something new now. You're creating something new because something caused you to lament. Something caused you to cry, like feel bad or feel sad or sorry or like, man, I shouldn't have, yeah. And now you know who's behind what. So if somebody has new and exuberant love in their lives, new and exuberant love could mean a new and exuberant hobby. You could have a new job. That's what I keep trying to tell people. From now on, whether it's in your personal or your professional life, somebody is getting ready to stop playing leapfrog and jumping to conclusions about stuff. Like this person right here is jumping through the sky. You're going to stop jumping through conclusions and go straight into prayer. Source, show me what I'm not seeing. That's that voice from the inside. You are source. Like, you're going back to yourself for answers, right? That's what you're saying. You're sending out messages to the universe. It's going to come back. But you got to sit down somewhere and be in receiving mode of these downloads coming to. Everything that you need is inside of you. The answer is inside of you. In this meditative state, you're going to have your water sounds playing in the background. That's going to take care of flushing out the day, the anxiety, the confusion, chaos, to quiet your mind. You can listen to it while you're drifting off to sleep. Yeah, somebody lied about how somebody was making their money. Just like somebody lied about how you were making your money, possibly in your teenage years. And if they didn't outright lie about it, they may have been shady around it. You or your parents or your family or whatever, somebody lied about how somebody was making some money. Oh, they got too nice of this, nice of that. That such and such is nice. Y'all are all. This is what y'all have in common. I'm talking. It doesn't really matter who you are, man, woman, whatever. But that's what Source is saying. Something is reminding you of the injustices that are done from karmic relationships. These are karmic relationships. People who are not ready for somebody to go on to the next level in life. So people keep them energetically tied. That is a karmic relationship. They haven't resolved something in themselves yet. So they are obsessed with keeping somebody by any means necessary connected to them. They're lying about how they make their money, about anything, whatever. They not smart enough. They not gonna make it. They not gonna make it in that position. They not smart enough in that position. They got hired in that position. Oh, that's not gonna last for long. Whatever. But I see money coming across your path. I see your money and somebody else's money growing. If you doubt for 1 second, don't be like those energies and reflect shade. Because somebody could tell you were talking to somebody, because the seed has already been planted in your spirit. It looks like you received money for something, right? Look like you had received money for something, right? People could tell by the tone of your voice that you were in some kind of survival mode in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Because if you were talking to your spouse, they could tell, okay, they're in survival mode. You're talking to family members, the spouse can be family, right? Mom, dad, somebody could tell you were in survival mode. And that is when you want to go into prayer mode. Source, I don't believe this. Show me what I am not seeing here. Thank you for showing me what I'm not seeing, because I don't believe this. Yeah, it was 2 karmics. 2 karmics. Wanting to keep you and somebody tied to them by any means necessary. I keep trying to tell people all of this. I got to go save this person. I can't detach from these friends. I can't. They are throwing people in these next. You're going to be in their karmic cycle for however long their karma is lasting. And you don't know. They're not telling you what their karma is. Y'all going to stop saying, I need closure. And just close it out. This is the year of 9, because other people are getting their wishes fulfilled where you confused. Close out the cycle. Close out the cycle. You're lamenting. You're confused around the wrong people. Feel like you got your back against the wall. So you and somebody are creating something new. And something is over. Yeah, something is over. Yeah. Something is now behind you. You're going to get something out of what you put into it. You're going to get something out of what you put into it. Mm-hmm. Somebody went down a rabbit hole. Like you went down a rabbit hole to discover some things, and something was a nightmare for you. Somebody went down a rabbit hole for you and somebody, and so it was a nightmare. And so you came back and discovered, other people's fairy tale is not necessarily a fairy tale for you. So just move on, right? So now you're sitting on your throne, now learning how to carefully vet your thoughts. All right, let's close it out. All right, let's close it out. Let's see if we can get some oracle. Get this oracle deck here. See what's going on with you. Yeah, but something is now closed out. Something is now closed out. Something is now closed out. You and somebody's wishes were fulfilled, because somebody was saying you and somebody was depressed. Life source. So when life comes to a standstill, turn inward and focus on joy and excitement. Your inner light keeps everything alive and moving. Soul awakening. You are quite irresistible when your mind and heart pulse in the same rhythm. Why spend your days fighting yourself? You have better things to do, right? No problem. You're not meant to struggle and fight your way through. I see. Y'all been tuned in. I've been saying it. Right, so drop the concerns of your ego and watch imaginary walls crumble away. You've already won. You've already won. If you feel like somebody is lying about how they make their money, especially if you've been around people and you see how they make their money, like you see how they make their money, and other people are questioning because they don't believe it. You don't have to argue with other people. You just say, no, you were there. You there. You saw how people make their money. Oh, I don't believe that. There's no way in the world they could be. How were they able to do X, Y, and Z? How were they able? Yeah. So I do see money coming across your path. There's going to be people that's going to lie about how you're making your money. They're going to be people who are going to believe them. Half the people going to believe them. Half the people are not going to believe them. They're going to, no matter what you say about, oh, I got promoted on my job, my money is growing. Some people are going to believe you. Some people are not. So to say, the ones who are choosing not to believe, don't even hang around overthinking it. If you with your own, and that's one group of people. If you with your own two eyes saw somebody working from sun up to sundown to make their money the honest way, honest living, making their money, and they got other people hating, oh, there's no way they could be, buy this kind of house, this kind of car, and there's no way such and such source needs. They have something unresolved in their system. They are in a karmic relationship with themselves. You need to detach before you throw yourself into a state of confusion. You'll be tossed into their karma. Yeah, caution signs all around you. So source keep trying to tell somebody is like, no matter how long you've known people, stop throwing yourself into karma. That's how people get slowed down in life. You on this train, your money is growing, life is going good, you traveling, things are happening. Here come karmic friends, karmic family members, karmic this, that, and they have something unresolved going on in their spirit, looping you into their karma. So somebody is really learning. You're learning. Something is now over. Something is now over. So, yeah. You can toss something in the trash. You can toss something out. It's something that's over now. Something is over. Cut cords. Move on. You have a new opportunity coming. Change is coming just in time. I just told somebody, new opportunity is coming. Don't mess it up by people saying, well, there's no way somebody could be making money and doing. Listen, that's something they have not resolved within themselves. That has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. You got an opportunity coming across your path. So these last 8 years have shown people that there's some that when you sit down and really think about karmic relationships, there's some people who have not resolved something within themselves. So it's just saying that's them. You're a new person. This is the year 9. You're trying to do something new. You're trying to grow your money. You're a hardworking person. So it's just saying you're more assertive. You're not going back to that chaos and confusion of overthinking stuff. I see your money growing, so it's an opportunity coming across your path. You're on the rebirth side. You've gone through a very powerful transformation. You are leaving that past confusion behind of just believing the first thing you hear. So that's what I see for you all. Hopefully this has been helpful. Like I said, the sun illuminates the moon. We have a full moon in Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. So something has come to light. Something has come to light, fully enlightened for you. You don't need to waste one more day confused. Everything is fully enlightened for you. You don't even need to wait for the rest of the cycle. You are fully enlightened. So sources say you got money coming across your path. If it's a job that you've been saying you're applying for, I don't care if everybody on your job has been saying, well, I'm not really sure. I heard, get off the bandwagon. Just get off the bandwagon. They have something. Something within them. Pray about it. Source. I heard there's a job or whatever I'm applying for or whatever. Get some clarity from source. Whatever the situation is, whatever. All this I heard from people familiar with, creating a bunch of chaos and confusion, go straight to source and then go sit down somewhere and wait for some clarity in a way that you would understand it. So that's what we're bringing to you in a way that you would understand it, so your wishes could be fulfilled, so that you don't feel like you're being torn in 2 different directions, confused. That's what I have for you. So yeah, look forward to having a lot of good news coming your way. But that was the way that the enemy was able to get to you all. That confusion, jumping on the bandwagon with these familiar spirits. So hopefully you'll remember this, because you're going to start seeing things happen for you real fast when you get away from these long-term relationships of gossiping, misery loves company kind of spirits who only get limited information and it takes off like wildfire. It's like that game where kids play. You're sitting around in a circle. The teacher, which is one word in one student's here, by the time it comes back around to the last student, it's a totally different word. That's the same thing. It's like a bunch of kids, except these are competitive teenagers telling a bunch, like they were grown ups that were competing for something, money, value, whatever, and you know, older age. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. But congratulations to somebody. Something is over. You can leave some things in the past. And like I said, so your money growing. That's why somebody is saying money is not everything. You're going to have to. Pentacles deals with the physical existence of things. These are people that you've been around. These are family members, people you consider as family. The friends you've been around for years. You grew up around. All these energies telling lies. So that's when you're going to see money is not everything, because it's going to be hard for some of you all to break these karmic ties, but you're going to do it. Either you're going to do it or source is going to do it for you. So that's what I have for you. All right. Bye.